All
Continue.
right, all right. So to summarize about the whole storytelling part and the whole how do you find a story, I guess for me, because I hold travel filmmaking more as like in a documentary style, so I really don't have like actual protagonists that like are paid to play something or whatever. I just film real people, and I think that's the main reason why the whole story for me mostly comes into play when I'm editing and not before, because you never know what you get with real world people.
Uh, Ayush, can you add to this? Because I have a personal question. How do you not get stuck on the editing table? Because for me, the editing table is the most difficult part of when you
Oh.
have when you back the all the data of around 600 GBs, 500 GBs, whatever GBs of data, and you are on the edit table. How do you not get stuck?
So I think the base answer to this question remains the same. Exactly the same process as Florian described, without even a single change. So that's how I usually draw a story. But on the edit table, um, sometimes when you don't have any direction in mind, you shoot anything and everything, and that can be a little messy. And when I say a little messy, a lot. And that's how I usually do. And it's always the first week is always tough because now that you have shot everything, you don't need 50% of the things to be on the edit. So I think sorting is the most difficult bit, and I don't particularly enjoy that portion. I think nobody does, to be honest. So I think you just have to sort of push and convince yourself the golden moments are about to come. So you should do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So I think it's just like pushing yourself to sort of get to the point where you start enjoying the edit and where you see the episode actually taking a form.
I totally agree. Sometimes you just gotta push through it, sorting most important aspect because you have 600 GBs of footage, but in reality, maybe like 20 will find its way into the video. So I always go through all the clips, search for the perfect scenes, line them all up. So I only have like one sequence full of the best shots, and then I align them in a specific way, which will end up in the video. And what always helps me is just thinking about the time when I click on publish. Like that motivates me the most because then I know I'm done. I'm probably proud of it, and now people can actually enjoy the work.
Yeah. So
Nice.
it was great to learn from you, and as I think we'll have to wrap this up to six to get to Ayush free at 6:45. I guess I'll ask the last question. What is your next dream destination for you both? What is your next dream destination?
Hmm.
For me, that's rather easy. The only continent I'm missing is South America. Um, and I'm learning Spanish right now, and I want to get fluent in it. So it seems like the perfect opportunity to just travel, I don't know, a couple months through South America, learn Spanish, and do some beautiful videos in a way.
I think more than the dream, I really want to visit Bali. It's my next destination, but not my dream destination. I've been wanting to visit that place for the longest time. Indonesia is something which I'm looking forward to.
Cool. So let's open the discussion for the Q&A now. We have a few questions. Um, So the basic question: what is the biggest challenge of travel filmmaking? You can basically add to your personal experiences. What was the most difficult thing you faced being a travel filmmaker? You can start.
I can actually take this up from an Indian perspective, and I'm not sure how relevant this is to outside of India. But getting like actual work, and when I say work, is like paid work in India in the travel space is extremely hard. And like my first 4 or 5 projects were just free. Like I didn't charge anything because the market is so small and people are not willing to pay for it. So I was still continuing with a lot of other freelance jobs uh, to be able to save up and travel. So I think that has been one of the biggest challenges pre-production. During the production, the backpack is super heavy, and I'm not the most I'm not the strongest person in the world.
I can
It
so
is
relate.
so freaking heavy. Oh my god! So I think these two problems for sure.
When I was on my travels, I always told my girlfriend that whenever I travel 2 weeks, I don't need to go to the gym because that camera bag is just workout enough. Like I don't need to pay for a gym here if I can just go my travels and hike with that backpack. One point for me, so from my perspective, if you travel, especially if you travel with gear that's getting more expensive, is actually safety. Of the gear, and in particularly of the content, because you can always rebuy gear, or maybe it's insured, but you can never insure the, like if it's gone, it's gone, and then all your hard work is gone. So what I did is actually, for example, when I traveled through India, through Sri Lanka, but also through Japan and Tokyo, just to be sure, is I had two hard drives, and I mirrored them. And one was always with me in like a special compartment of the backpack, and the other one was always at the hotel or hostel where I was staying. So that way I was sure that my content will always be with me and I'll not lose out on that one.
That makes sense. And memory card is always more valuable than the camera.
Exactly.
Unlike what people think, memory card is actually way more valuable than the camera.
If someone points a gun at you and says, "Give me your camera," ask if you can take out the SD card. No, that's Definitely. No legal advice. Don't do that. Just give them everything.
So we have another question, which is, how is travel filmmaking specifically different from other types? If you can add to this, how for you, how is travel filmmaking different from other types?
For me, it's basically one word, which is freedom. Like I can just do so. I'm so free in what I'm doing. Obviously, also it's so exciting. It's way more exciting than just domestic shoots where you know all the stuff. Everything is new. So yeah, freedom and excitement.
I think the world hasn't yet defined the rules of what travel filmmaking is. But when it comes to other forms and other types where filmmaking is done, there are like an invisible set of rules that are there, that this is how this thing will look like. But I feel that's not really there for travel. So I think Florian said it the best, that it's a lot of freedom. It's a lot of freedom to explore and to tell your story in a lot of different ways. And yeah, it's very exciting to be a part of this world.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people love travel filmmaking and just traveling. So we all are kind of a fan of and want to travel a lot. With that, I would like to conclude this session. It was really insightful to have you both here. I personally learned a lot from this session, and I guess I can see that audience has learned a lot too. With that, I would like to conclude the day 3 of CAFF, and we have the last day tomorrow. So hoping you two can join us too for the session, and or our audience will also be there. With that, I'll conclude this day, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. It was amazing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
It was great interacting with you, Florian. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ayush. Great to know you.
Awesome. Just I think I just want to leave the audience with one remark. Travel filmmaking looks extremely glamorous, and I get a lot of messages, people saying that, you know, we want to travel because it looks so good and because you're having so much fun. Just a heads up, it is not as glamorous as it looks like. So don't make your life's purpose to just travel to make films. Try it a couple of times, give it a shot before you actually commit to it 100%, and you make up your mind this is the thing for you. It may not be as glamorous as it looks like. So yeah.
I'll sign that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.